Listen up. I'm gonna crack on with WordPress stuff because we have only got 40 minutes. Although Sheila, if we want to restart up again and talk about ambassadors afterwards, we can do. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, right now. The first thing to do with WordPress is, Sheila, you mentioned, and I think it was David as well, mentioned that you thought you had to pay for WordPress. Well, if you go onto your CPanel, so any website that has CPanel, yeah, you'll find this somewhere in there in the software thing. If it's not this, it'll be something called Softaculous. And all you do is click on it. And it says, welcome to Quick Install. And you'll see here WordPress. And where people get confused with this, if you click on it, you get these options down here.
Right, yep.
Yeah. And all they are themes. And all you do is you use this install button here. Install WordPress for free. Free. And use that install button. And that will install a basic WordPress site installation on your website. Okay.
Quick question, Derek. What's CPanel? I've been trying to get some people to install some material on a hosting site that I've just taken on, and then they come back and say, no, it's got to run CPanel. Well,
yeah, okay. If you go to your website, if you have a host, check with them whether they do CPanel. You want WHM CPanel, and it looks like this when you type in your domain name /CPanel, and you click enter here. Oh shit! I've got to remember that. It's probably that one. No, so I've got the wrong. It'll be this one then. So yeah, so that logs you into that screen that I first came up on. So this is the screen for DerekArmstrong.com, and you can see the quick install here. Now I don't want to start messing around with this one because obviously this has my main site on it. But all you do is /CPanel, and when you buy a new domain and set it up on your hosting, you'll designate. Well, the hosting will normally designate what the password and everything is. I have reseller hosting, and I set up everything on there and the password and what have you. So I don't know how it works outside of that, but when you set up your domain, if it's got WHM panel, this will all be there. If you go to domain /CPanel, and you should have they should send you a login when the domain is set up.
Is it like a protocol and a formatting for web hosting? Is that the general idea?
Well, 99% of web hosts provide CPanel as a matter of course.
Yeah, but I have to admit, I've never come across it before. But there again, I haven't been using web hosting not for about 5 years, so
yeah,
it must be. But then I was getting my wrist slapped because I was supposed to know about it, but that's another matter.
I use HostGator, and they provide it as a matter of course.
Yeah, I was trying to get these people to install it onto another hosting company that I have used, and the guy that was doing it couldn't do it. And then it turned out I needed to have it set up on CPanel, and no one had mentioned that to me at all. It was a completely new term to me, but there we go. So WordPress,
just check with your hosting company before you go with them that they offer WHM CPanel.
No, I've turned it around now. The people that are doing the material are going to host it on their own subdomain. So what I'll do is I'll just point my domain at it, and that will do the job. Okay.
So once you've installed, you then come in and your back end, your content management system for WordPress looks something like this. Now this is the DerekArmstrong.com domain. So it's already got stuff set up on it, but I'll go through the basic WordPress setup. So when you get a blank domain, and I'm sorry I can't show from a blank domain. I did look for all my accounts this afternoon, see if I had a blank domain sitting there. I'm afraid I don't, so I'll have to show you from in here. But the first place to go to is your settings, okay? And you want to look at the general settings. And this is where you set your site title, your site tagline, and also your URL. So is it an HTTP? Is it an HTTPS? Is it an HTTP://www. Whatever you designate in here is how your site will propagate on the internet.
So when you first sign up for WordPress then, Derek, you just get like a vanilla
you don't sign up for
WordPress site, and then you identify that with your domain name. So you buy a domain name.
You install WordPress on your domain. So you buy your domain name.
Yeah.
You then set it up on hosting, and you then install WordPress onto the domain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, so this is a really important one, particularly if you're buying age domains that already have some trust flow, citation flow, domain authority, or what have you. Always install or always designate here whichever has the highest trust flow. But I bought this site from scratch and it had no trust flow, so it was immaterial.
I don't understand trust flow. What's trust flow?
Covered that on the SEO one. Okay, not for that's it. Incidental, so
right.
ignore that for now. So you can set up your language and all your date, all your timing, conventions, when your week starts there. Next one, settings, writing. And this is where you set your default category, posting category. I'll talk about posts and pages in a minute. What sort of format your post takes, and also every site will show this here, Pingomatic, and Pingomatic is how your site lets Google know about when updates happen. Hello, Sheila.
Hello, here's my hot water bottle.
Is it cold at your end? Reading. So
I'm not well.
Here you can set whether you want your home page to show your latest posts. So if we go to my home page, you'll see that it shows my latest posts. Yeah, so the latest posts are all listed on the home page along with the chat bot. Get off my chat bot, you.
That's not a photograph of you.
What that
scroll
is?
Up. Scroll up. No, keep going. No. Scroll down. Scroll down.
Which one?
Keep going. You have to scroll down. Hang on. There. That one with the orange background.
That's Corrine Esser. Not me. Not even when I had hair.
Lol.
Anyway, so I've got it set for the latest post. So I could have a static page on there if I wanted to.
So going back to categorization, then, what other category you marked that yours is uncategorized? What would a
I'll cover that in a minute. It comes under a different section.
Okay.
And it tells you how many posts you want on your home page, so you can change that. How many posts are going to be in your RSS feed? Do you want it to show full text or summary? And there's some other settings down here that are related posts. So the theme I'm using, I'll talk about themes in a minute, allows me to show related posts. So if I go into one of the posts, at the bottom of the post, it shows related posts here. Where they gone now? Right down the bottom. I need to recalibrate this Twitter feed so that comes a bit nearer the top. But it will show you two related posts at the end.
Can you embed videos in there then?
What, in the posts?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's show you that in a minute. It's easy done. I wasn't going to cover that, but it is easy done.
Okay. I just thought I saw one I recognised.
You would have done. Discussion settings. This is if you have comments set up to on each of the posts, and you can just set various settings here. I just always leave those as they come with WordPress. Don't mess around with them. Media, I don't think we need to do anything in media.
Sorry, say that again, Derek. What do you leave as when you go on your settings? What do you leave?
Settings. So if people want to join in the discussion, I just leave those exactly as they are.
Okay.
Media just sets the size of your thumbnail, your medium size images, and your large size images in any posts. And there's a few gallery settings there. Background color, show photo meta data. So when we talked about SEO, we wanted to see the metadata, the out image tags.
Yeah.
Next one's vitally important. Permalinks. What will happen is Google will set it by default to plain. WordPress will set it by default to plain, which means your URLs will look like that. Yeah. From an SEO point of view, you want to have your post name in the URL for SEO benefits. So set it to post name. Yeah.
Right, hang on. So so if you because the screen that I can see isn't very big. I don't know if anyone else has that problem.
I've got it on full
screen, yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, we've got it on full.
So all you want in there is that.
Right.
So / percentage post name percentage /.
Right, hang on a sec. Let me write that down. / percentage post.
Yeah, you can see it offers it there. See there?
Oh yeah.
So all you do is click on that. Custom structure, just click on that.
Post name and then another percentage. Sorry, because I haven't got my glasses on. Post name.
Yeah, but you can do it by clicking this here.
Okay.
If I went like that and then just went post name,
just stick it in. Oh, that's clever. Right.
Save changes.
Great.
All that's doing is saying post name because I want the post name for SEO benefit on my URL.
And what do the permalinks do?
This is permalink settings.
Yeah, but what do they do?
It sets what the URL looks like. Okay. So it'll be Derek Armson. So if we go on to my post here, I can't see it because I've got that over the top. Hang on 2 secs. You can see it says derekarmson.com on-page SEO how to SEO your web page. And that was the title I designated for that post.
Right.
Yeah. So if you set the permalink structures to post name, it will take exactly what you put in the page post title and put it in there and append that to the root URL.
Right.
Important setting.
A bit like cloaking, is it?
Yeah. These other things are plugins that I've added. So let's talk about plugins. Plugins are little pieces of software that perform certain functions. So the first one we have is Akismet Anti-Spam. I think that comes installed by default. And if you're going to have your comments and discussions enabled, you need to have an anti-spam plugin. Otherwise, you'll get all the posts about Viagra and porn sites and goodness knows what else. So always have an anti-spam in there, and you can tell it what words you want to have banned from your site. Like, so you can say FUCK. If any post comes in with that in the content or title, just delete it straight away. Yeah. So you can also say the same for Viagra, arse, or whatever you want. Any word that you want, you can designate and say, right, anything that comes in with that, don't want it. All-in-one SEO pack. I talked about SEO plugins on the SEO video we did. I use all-in-one SEO packs. It's simple and easy. Bloom, no, that's content creation. Contact Form 7. I use this for the contact page. So you have to have a contact page. And it's just a really easy contact form. And if anyone tries to contact me through the site, this sends me an email. Don't worry about Disable Gutenberg. I'm going to take that off because the new versions of Gutenberg are quite good. Facebook Lightbox, well, that's obvious. GDPR cookie consent. Again, you need, while we're in the EU still, you need a GDPR message. Google Analytics by Monster Insights. All that does is it brings a light version of Google Analytics into the back of my website, so it's quite handy to see. XML sitemaps, we talked about that on SEO. This is the one I recommend. Google XML sitemaps by Arm Brashold. Very, very good plugin. Pretty Links is what I use to cloak my my affiliate links. WP Auto Terms. I use that one for my privacy policy and all that sort of thing. So if you go to the bottom of my site, here's my privacy policy down here, and that plugin just basically builds my policy pages for me. It's a really helpful little plugin. WP Auto Terms. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's plugins. The bottom line is, if there's anything you wanted to do, you can probably find it here for plugins. So tell me something you might want to do on your website. Anybody?
Well, when I was running WordPress a couple of years ago, I had WooCommerce in there, which is like an online retail store. And until we moved over to Shopify, which did a bit of a better job. I mean, WooCommerce was constantly needing upgrades.
Yeah, well, I mean, they all do. See, there's WooCommerce there. And there's PayPal gateways, WooCommerce admin, enhanced e-commerce, shopping carts. I mean, whatever you want to do. If you look at social media, there'll be social media share buttons, revive old posts, social media share buttons, share icons, social media auto publish. There's a plugin that auto publishes all your stuff to social media. WordPress social share. Whatever you want to do, you can find a plugin to do it.
That social media one, Derek, does that go to both pages and to your personal profile and groups?
You probably need separate plugins for each.
Okay.
Yeah. So sort of any plugin you could possibly want, you can find if you search the plugins. And there's also, you can also get paid plugins. Like, for example, on mine, Bloom is a paid plugin. I'll tell you what it does. Where's it gone? Plugins, install plugins. What Bloom does, I've got to find it on this little bit down here. So, oh, Bloom, here we are. What Bloom does is it takes a YouTube video and transcribes it.
Okay.
So you can just, I mean, it's a paid plugin, and you can make your content from the YouTube video.
Great.
Yeah.
So that's quite handy. So that gives you a rough idea of plugins. Themes. Themes are on the appearance tab. Now, the thing, it will come, any new WordPress installation will come with 2020, 2019, and a couple of others, 2018, 2017. These themes are actually quite good these days, but they're not, I don't know, very few people use them. I'm using Moneyflow by My Theme Shop. I'll put a link to, I'll put an affiliate link on the Facebook group to My Theme Shop. I think they're really, really good, their themes. I mean, you know, I'm pretty pleased the way my website looks. I think maybe the picture's a little bit big, although I'm going to put a video on there at some point. But it manages the look and feel. It manages all this sidebar for me. Yeah, I'm really, really pleased with it. Really easy to manage and easy to put my chatbot in there and everything. And what you get theme options. And basically you can do anything to do with your theme here. So you can upload your logo image, you put your Twitter name in there, you put there. So there's all my chat bots and my sign up forms and goodness knows what else there.
Your Conversio bot stuff in there then, Derek?
That's my exit pop Conversio bot there, and so if I want to style the thing, I can change all the colours of the theme here and change colours of the text. The header, I can change all the header menus and how they work there. I can change the footer here. I can change the post. I can change the social buttons here. So you can see that's the social buttons. That's the share buttons. And there's all sorts of things I can do. The theme is ultimately customizable. And you can also go into the, what else do I want to do? Go to themes here. And you can customize the theme from there as well. So this will, so you can look at the site identity there, the menus. So you can create all new menus from there if you want. You can do the widgets. So the widgets are little bits of software, little gaps on the sidebar. I'll show you widgets in a minute. We'll close that. So we've got widgets and menus to look at. Widgets, if we look at the site, let's move you guys over there. And if we go into one of the posts, widgets don't come up on the homepage. These are widgets down the side. Yeah. So you can see there's my sign up box there. There's a ad for Conversio bot, an ad for Carinetta there, an ad for .com secrets, and my Twitter feed there. And how they look in the content management system. That's my Aweber sign up box. Yeah. So you can see the forms Aweber in there. That's my easy Facebook like. No wonder that's not working. Got the wrong thing in there.
So Derek, how many, like, do you find that people click on the things on your site? I mean, you kind of analysing them, you know, so like.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Let me just change this, see if this works. I wonder why there was a gap there. I can't change it in there. I have to redo that. And that there is the Conversio bot ad and what have you. So all I'm doing is putting little bits of custom HTML in there to make the ads propagate. Okay, so that's widgets. So what was the question, Sheila?
Yeah, so do you find, so because obviously you're collecting data about the site, do you find like do people actually click on all of those things that you've got?
Can't track it, not from the website.
So are you not like, have you got any tracking links or anything on those things?
No, I haven't. I should do, but I the only way I could track it is if I had ads.
Okay.
I mean, I do track with pretty links.
Right.
So if it's an ad,
and my other question is,
see here, I've got a specific link for that Conversio bot.
Right.
Yeah. So if I then go into
and then you'll
links,
know if someone clicks on that link.
I can see if someone's clicked on CB2.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And do many people click on it or not?
So that's had 51 clicks, CB2.
Oh wow! Are you running traffic to this then?
Only through the list and organic.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
That's very good. And why are you using WordPress and not ClickFunnels? I mean, I get the idea that because there's two schools of thought. So for me, WordPress is like this solid domain that sits somewhere, but then ClickFunnels is out in the ether. But actually, essentially, they're all out in the ether. Yeah. And so long as you've got your domain name and it's pointed to ClickFunnels, they're pretty much the same thing, aren't they?
No, you can't. ClickFunnels is okay for building funnels and membership areas and what have you. But I can't get this level of functionality in ClickFunnels.
I'm just trying to think what you've got in there that I haven't got in ClickFunnels, and actually, all of that you can do in ClickFunnels.
Can you?
Well, pretty much.
Even these widgets down the side.
Well, yeah, you can just stick them in and just like, you know, there'd be images with a link.
Can you like have
You know, so for instance, you know, where you've got a picture of Russell Brunson,
there?
you know, that would just be a picture of Russell Brunson and it would just be a link. And then when you've got the video, you just embed the video.
No, it doesn't seem right. I mean,
because the thing is, right, you can make funnels or you can make pages. And actually, because I said this to Cam, you know, the first time when he showed me ClickFunnels, and I said, that's just a website with all the lists and functionality taken out of it, and all you've got is buttons, right? And all you do is you put your buttons on any web builder, and you've got a ClickFunnel. And actually, if you look at all the competitors, that's pretty much all they're doing as well. The only thing I really like ClickFunnels for is the membership site and the payment pages. Apart from that, it's just for me, it's a kind of you know, I find it fascinating because they essentially all do the same thing.
I mean, there's other things you can do with WordPress though. I think. I mean, having said that, I've not tried to build a site in ClickFunnels.
Yeah,
so I've only built funnels in ClickFunnels.
Yeah, exactly. But it's actually super easy.
Yeah, well, it's super easy in WordPress.
Well, it's funny you should say that because I think the place I've come a cropper with WordPress is that whenever I do it, it's after I've bought a domain and they say, oh, get managed WordPress. And of course, then like I ended up with about 3 different sites and I got so confused and I ended up just cancelling the whole thing because I just found Weebly so much easier. But actually, the way you've shown this actually looks like it might be. I'm going to have another go. So basically, you get your domain, and you. So where do you point it to? So
no. So when you get your domain.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. I need to show you something else.
So what CNAME do you use?
Right. We're running out of time. So if I go to Namecheap, yeah. So you get here's DerekArmson.com.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to run out.
Oh.
Let's manage this one. This is the Lodge website. So what you do is you designate your name servers here.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Now.
Name servers. So why aren't you right? Okay.
Hang on, I need to move you guys. Bookmarks. APD. So I have a web hosting site. Yeah, right. So I am a reseller.
Okay.
Yeah, and so what I do is I create a new account. Yeah, and I put the domain in here. I designate the username. It will give me a password. It will generate a password. I put an email address in here. I tell it what package I want. So it'd be APD Mark Reseller, because that's my account. And then I press create, and it will go away and create, and it will set the whole domain up. It will then stick it out onto the internet, and it will then tell me what the DNS is for it. Yeah, so what I get back is something that looks like this.
See, now this is where I much prefer an awful lot of companies because
so I get an email that looks like this. Yeah. So this is DerekArmson.net. It says that's the username I set up. That's the password it designated me, and there are the name servers.
Right. So it's the name servers that I struggle with. So what are the name servers for WordPress?
Okay, if you think no, it's per domain. Don't think about it as what is it for WordPress. It's per domain.
No, so for instance, if you if you're setting up
Sheila,
ClickFunnels, you have a target.
No,
So
no,
you'd
it's
set the
different.
target to go thingy. But there are name servers for other things.
Yeah. So if
Yeah.
you think about your URL is like the street you live on, yeah, and your name servers are the house.
Right.
Yeah. So your name server says this is the house this website lives in on this street.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's think about it, or as drawers.
See, Derek, most people aren't aware. Most people are not resellers. Okay, so they would be going into a WordPress site and they would want to link their domain to their WordPress site.
No, well, all they would do is they would do it through the people they bought the domain from.
Okay, and when they do that, they would have to have a name. They'd have to have a name server.
No, they have to have hosting. You have to have hosting.
Yeah, I know, but you have to point it to something.
The hosting gives you the name servers. When you set the domain up on the hosting,
so they'll give you the name server.
Just because I'm a reseller, it means I control lots of different domains.
Yeah.
So I could equally just go into the CPanel go into my hosting.
Yeah.
And set it up from there. So if I go, what's the name of that new hosting company I've just set up with? Seconds. We're running out of time here. I've still got to do menus.
So you need hosting running on your on your domain name, do you, in order to connect to WordPress?
You have to have hosting. You have to have hosting.
What, basic hosting?
Any hosting will do.
Yeah, anything you want, you have to have hosting.
Some hosts are better than others.
GoDaddy's pretty good, isn't it?
GoDaddy's good, but it's expensive. I use HostGator. They're really, really good.
Why don't you just go with Namecheap?
No, Namecheap don't have hosting. They're just a domain. What's the name of that hosting company I got the other day? I can show you on there.
I've been using GoDaddy and easily.uk.
Yeah, that's good. 123 is another one.
They're dire, easily. They moved it all and it fell apart.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, don't go there.
What about 123? Are they good?
123 are okay. I must have put it up here. So many bloody accounts. Hang on. I'm trying to find something. Bulk buy hosting, there it is, bulk buy hosting. Right, these guys are really good and they're very SEO compliant. Bulk buy hosting.
You run out of time, you're going to set up another Zoom.
Hang on, sorry, we've got 4 minutes yet.
Okay, just asking.
So this is bulk buy hosting. And so what happens is I just bought this domain the other day, and literally when you add a domain, yeah, it will just set this all up. You press the button, add domain, you give it the domain, and it goes, blah, 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 some wheels turn. Then all of a sudden it goes, right, bang, that's your IP address for it, and there's your domain name servers. So it just does it all. All the hosting will do it for you. You say add a domain, and you add the domain, and it will set up everything for you. It's really easy. It's click button simple. And then when you go, look, see CPanel there. So this is a really good bulk buy hosting, good one. CPanel. I can go to the CPanel there. If I go to CPanel on that, there you go. I can go down to the bottom. Oh, that's got that's got soft coolers there instead of quick install, and you can just install WordPress there. I'm not doing that because I've got a site set up on there already.
Do you need CPanel for WordPress then, Derek?
You must have CPanel for WordPress. So if you're thinking of going to a hosting company, ask them if they have CPanel.
Right, thank you.
Where's Sheila gone?
She's just going to throw up.
She's just put on the chat. Bless her.
I just bought a domain called blah-de-blah.com. How about that?
So last bit, because we've got 2 minutes 20 left. Last bit is menus. So your menus, you set up in this bit here. So main menu, and basically you can just add. So that there's all your pages come up here. You click in that and add it to menu if you want to do it. So, and you've got all your posts, your legal pages. You can set up as many menus as you like. The main menu will always come up here. But you can change where the main menu comes up in the theme settings if you wish to. And basically you can have a footer menu, a sidebar menu. You create new menu by going there, and then you can manage all the locations that they're in there. So
you've got all your affiliate links on your sidebar then, Derek, have you?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So so that's for Conversio bot there. That's social media thing from Karina. So that's .com secrets.
Yeah.
Whew, we made it minutes ago.
Very interesting, Derek.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Very interesting.
How does that differ from a blog?
It is a blog.
It is a blog, but it's
Yeah,
just a different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it is. WordPress is a blog platform.
Okay, because we've got ours on Blogger and it's not that good. It's not as good as that.
I'm not sure about Blogger. I mean, you can do stuff. I mean, left click, right click's built on Blogger.
Right,
So that,
yeah.
you know, from that perspective, it's okay.
Right.
Does someone want to set up a new Zoom?